Most people think mental toughness is something you're born with, or you're not. That's wrong. Mental toughness is a skill. It's like a muscle. And if you train it, your whole life changes. How you handle stress, failure, criticism, and pressure. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn a simple step-by-step system to become mentally tougher, even if right now you feel easily broken or overwhelmed. Stay with this video till the end, because I'll give you a 7-day challenge that can completely change how you react when life gets hard. Today's topic is mental toughness for everyone, not just athletes, not just CEOs, not just high performers, but for regular people like you and me who still have big goals and real problems. If you've ever felt like you give up too quickly, get discouraged too easily, or feel mentally exhausted all the time, this video is for you. Here's what you'll get today. A simple definition of mental toughness in real life language. The 4 pillars that make any person mentally strong. Daily habits you can use starting today. And a 7-day mental toughness challenge at the end. Let's start with a short story that shows mental toughness in action. Imagine 2 people. Both of them lose their job on the same day. Person A is shocked. They feel like a complete failure. They blame the company, the economy, even their friends. They spend days scrolling on their phone, complaining and slowly losing confidence. Person B is also shocked. They also feel sad and scared. But after 1 or 2 days, they sit down with a notebook. They update their CV. They send emails to old contacts. They start learning one new skill online. They treat this job loss as a painful but powerful opportunity to grow. Same problem, same pain, completely different reaction. The difference between these 2 people is not luck, not talent, and not intelligence. The difference is mental toughness. How they respond when life hits them. The good news is, this is not magic. Mental toughness is trainable. You can build it step by step. Let's break it down. What is mental toughness? When people hear mental toughness, they often imagine a cold robot who feels nothing. That's not true. Mentally tough people feel fear, stress, sadness, pressure, just like everyone else. The difference is they don't let those emotions control their actions. They can feel the emotion, but still choose their response. Here's a simple definition you can remember. Mental toughness is the ability to stay calm, focused, and committed under stress, and to keep going even when you want to quit. Coaches and psychologists often describe mental toughness using 4 main pillars. First, control. Second, commitment. Third, challenge. Fourth, confidence. If you work on these 4 areas, your mental toughness will grow naturally. Let's go through each one with examples and small habits you can start today. The first pillar is control. Control has 2 parts. Life control, believing that your actions matter. Emotional control, staying steady when things get intense. People with low control feel like everything is happening to them. They say, "There's nothing I can do. It's all someone else's fault." People with high control think differently. They acknowledge what they can't change, but then they focus on what they can do next. They ask, "What's the next best move I can make right now?" For example, you get bad news. Low control, panic, complain, freeze. High control. Yes, you feel upset. But after that, you think, okay, what's one action I can take in the next 5 minutes? Here's a simple habit to build control. Whenever something stressful happens, ask yourself, what is one small thing I can control in the next 5 minutes? It might be sending one message, cleaning your desk, planning your next step, or simply taking 10 deep breaths. Then actually do that one thing. Each time you do this, you train your brain to move from victim mode to problem solver mode. That is real mental toughness. The second pillar is commitment. Commitment is your ability to set a goal and stick to it, especially when you don't feel motivated. Motivation is a feeling. Commitment is a decision. People with low commitment start many things, but finish very few. They rely on motivation. And when the motivation disappears, their effort disappears too. People with high commitment show up, even on the days they don't feel like it. They build routines and habits that support their goals. Here's the truth. Mental toughness is not about doing huge dramatic things once in a while. It's about doing small things consistently. So here's a practical way to build commitment. Choose one tiny daily habit that matches your main goal. If your goal is fitness, 10 push-ups a day. If your goal is learning, 15 minutes of study a day. If your goal is business, send one message to a potential customer every day. Make it small, clear, and non-negotiable. Then commit to doing it every day for the next 7 days, no matter what. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you rebuild trust with yourself. And when you trust yourself, your mental toughness grows. By the way, if you want to help staying consistent with these habits and you don't want to do it alone, I run a private support school on Skool. It's a place where you can track your habits, ask questions, and stay around people who are also working on their mindset, business, and discipline. If that sounds helpful, you'll find the link to my community in the description. You can check it out after the video. No pressure, just if you're serious about growing. The third pillar is challenge. This is about how you see difficult situations. Do you see them as threats that might expose you, or as challenges that can grow you? People with low mental toughness think, what if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I look stupid? So they avoid challenge and stay in their comfort zone. People with high mental toughness think, this will be hard, but I'll learn something. Even if I fail, I'll gain experience. This is a chance to grow stronger. They step outside their comfort zone regularly. They don't wait to feel ready. They use discomfort as a sign that they're growing. Here's a simple habit to build your challenge mindset. Do one small, uncomfortable, daily thing every day. It doesn't have to be huge. For example, speak up in a meeting or in a class. Ask a question instead of staying silent. Post your work online. Talk to someone new. Start that task you've been procrastinating on. At the end of the day, ask yourself, what did I learn from this? Don't ask, Did I look stupid? Ask, what did this teach me? Just like muscles grow when you stress them, your mind grows when you face small, controlled challenges every day. The fourth pillar is confidence. This is not arrogance, not ego. Real confidence is a deep belief that whatever happens, you'll find a way to handle it. When you're confident, you don't collapse after one failure. You might feel bad, but you don't let that define who you are. You bounce back. You try again. One of the biggest sources of confidence is your self-talk. The way you speak to yourself inside your own head. People who are mentally weak speak to themselves like a harsh critic. I'm useless. I always fail. I'm not good enough. Mentally tough people speak like a supportive coach. This is hard, but I can learn. I've handled difficult things before. I made a mistake, but I can fix it. Here are 2 tools to grow your confidence. First, self-talk reset. When you catch yourself thinking something negative like, I'm useless, pause and reframe it. Change it to something more balanced. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm improving. Sometimes I fail. Sometimes I succeed. But I always learn. You're not lying to yourself. You're choosing a more helpful truth. Second, evidence list. Take a notebook and write down 10 times you handled something difficult in your life. It could be a tough exam, a family problem, a health issue, a breakup, a money problem, moving to a new place. Read this list whenever you feel weak or doubt yourself. It's proof that you are stronger than you think. Confidence doesn't come from motivational quotes. It comes from evidence. And you already have that evidence. You just need to remind yourself. Putting it all together, daily system. Now, let's connect all 4 pillars into one simple daily system that anyone can do. Here's a quick daily routine for mental toughness. Control. At least once a day, when something annoys or stresses you, ask, what can I control right now? And do one small action. Commitment. Stick to your one tiny habit every day, no matter how you feel. Challenge. Do one small, uncomfortable thing on purpose. A micro challenge. Confidence. Spend 1 minute either rewriting negative thoughts or reading your evidence list. Plus, noting one thing you did well today. If you repeat this day after day, you will not feel an instant miracle, but you will notice that you're reacting differently to stress. And that is the beginning of real mental toughness. 7-day Mental Toughness Challenge. All right, here's your 7-day Mental Toughness Challenge. You can pause this, take notes, or screenshot it. Day 1. Awareness of self-talk. For 1 day, pay attention to your inner voice. Write down the top 5 negative thoughts that keep coming back. Write for each one. Write a more helpful version. Example: I always fail. Sometimes I fail. Sometimes I succeed, but I always learn something. Day 2. Control under stress. Today, when something stressful happens, stop for a moment and ask, what can I control in the next 5 minutes? Then do one small action. Reply to one message. Organize one small area. Or just do deep breathing. Day 3. Tiny commitment. Choose your one tiny habit and lock it in. For example, 10 push-ups, 15 minutes reading, 1 practice problem, or 1 sales message. Your goal today? Just do it once, no excuses. Day 4, micro challenge. Do one thing that scares you a little. Speak up. Show your work. Ask for feedback. Say no to something that drains you. At night, write down what you learned from it. Day 5, evidence list. Sit down for 10 to 15 minutes and write your 10-item evidence list of times you were strong. Read it out loud. Feel that strength. That's the real you. Day 6, gratitude plus reflection. Write down 3 things you're grateful for today, even if they're small. Then answer this question. Where did I handle something better this week compared to my old self? Day 7, review and decide. Look back at the whole week. Ask yourself, which habit helped me the most? Where do I feel even a small increase in control, commitment, challenge, or confidence? Choose 1 or 2 of these habits and commit to doing them for the next 30 days. If you actually follow the 7-day challenge, you will not suddenly become unbreakable, but you will feel a shift. You'll notice that you pause before reacting. You push yourself a bit more, and you trust yourself a little deeper. That's how mental toughness is built. Not with one big decision, but with small decisions repeated every day. Call to action. Mental toughness is not a gift only special people get. It's a group of skills anyone can train. Focus on what you can control. Show up even when it's hard. Embrace challenges instead of hiding from them. And build confidence from your own life experience. If this video helped you, share it with someone who's going through a tough time right now. They might need this message. Also, if you want to go deeper than just watching videos, continue watching more. Learn from them. Inside, you'll find my community and videos. A supportive group of people focused on mindset, discipline, and growth. Space to share your wins, struggles, and questions. Challenges and accountability so you don't fall back into old habits. If you're serious about becoming mentally tougher and want people around you on the same path, then check the links below. And before you go, comment below and tell me, which pillar do you need the most right now? Control, commitment, challenge, or confidence? Hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos on mindset, discipline, and personal growth. Remember, you don't need to be perfect to be mentally tough. You just need to keep showing up, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.